Hi, I am backpacking in North Cascades. This is my third time backpacking ever. First time solo. Today is day 2, and I've decided now to make a video about it. I hiked from the Thunder Creek trailhead 2 miles to Neve Camp. That's where I am now. There's my tent. I made breakfast. I know you're not supposed to make food at your campsite, but I was lazy and I'm leaving in a bit anyway. Today the plan is to hike, I think it should be about 4 miles to 4th of July camp, where I'll spend the night tonight. I'm a bit concerned because someone said yesterday that they saw bears on the trail and that it was a mama and cubs, so best believe my hand will be on the bear spray when we get up there. Plan now, do dishes, take down the tent, pack up, get going. See you guys in a sec. Okay, it's dishes time. I borrowed a bear canister from the ranger station in Marble Mount, Washington. Here we have Camp Suds soap. I have my bladder. I'm gonna put some water. But this says use sparingly. Oh, that was probably too much, I'm gonna guess. But just gonna suds it up. I also don't have a sponge, so I'm just gonna wash this and I'll be back. First time backpacking solo. It's going pretty well. I was pretty nervous. Last night was good. I got a little scared about animals, but the only animals I've seen is a deer and some chipmunks. But I'm just very scared of running into a bear and also running into scary men. Hey guys, I'm editing this video now. I also have pink hair. Do we love? Anyway, I have a story about this. So, the first night of this trip, I went to make dinner. I went up by the main trail because you're supposed to go away from your campsite to cook because the smell might attract animals, right? Totally makes sense. So I'm up by the main trail, I'm cooking dinner, I'm having a great time. Then a man walks by on the trail, and I'm like, oh, hello, because I'm a nice person, obviously. Then he comes and sits down next to me and starts talking to me. Unprompted, didn't ask, just sits down, starts talking. So I'm terrified. I'm freaking out. I'm like, he's gonna murder me. That's what's going through my head. So we're talking for like 20, 30 minutes because I was too scared to ask this man to leave. And then by the end of the conversation, he's asking me, like, where's your campsite? What kind of tent do you have? All this stuff. And I mentioned something about how my tent was small because I'm backpacking because I'm cool. Okay. And then he's like, oh, if your tent was big enough, like, I'd sleep in there with you. And I was like, oh, run, run. Okay, bye. I decided to do this because, well, I just got into backpacking recently and I've only ever gone with people. And I wanted to test my limits and see if I could do it alone. Kind of doing this so I don't crash out, you know. And I think it's helping. I got really lonely last night. I downloaded some podcasts before I came out here, so that helped. Also, putting clothes in first is usually good for me. Because basically the way you're supposed to pack your pack is light stuff on the top and bottom, and the outside heavy stuff is kind of in the middle, closest to you, like around your mid, back, and shoulders, so that it just helps distribute the weight in a way where it's less uncomfortable. But anyway, yeah, I used to make videos a lot in like middle school and high school, and it was fun. I never made ones where I talk, so this is kind of interesting. But it's giving me something to do, because to be honest, I got a little bored out here last night, because I only hiked 2 miles here, and then I had all this time on my hands, and not much to do. And I tried to, I sat and meditated a little bit, that was nice, but the thoughts, man, they get ya. Sad thoughts. Snacks for today include Nerd gummy clusters, my favorite, almonds, crackers, and tuna, Cliff Bar, and strawberry applesauce. All the rest of my food is in the beer can. Putting my toiletries in, anything else scented. This is how it's looking. I have my water filter in that striped bag right there. Food and bathroom kit in this top pocket so I can get to it easily. Sit pad, bear spray, water, extra little water bottle I'll probably put in my hip pocket because it's easy to grab. Took off my sun hoodie because I'm getting pretty warm already. Hello.
Hey there.
How are you doing? That was embarrassing. I was gonna get a video of me putting my pack on, but as you see, it's on. And then a guy came and he took my picture, so that was nice. But gonna go pee. Hell yeah. Gonna blow this up real quick. We'll be back. I wanted to show there's a lot of huckleberries around here. There's no berries on that bush, but there were a lot down there where I was. There's so many mushrooms here. Let's get some water. I'm gonna consult my map. I need a snack before I actually get on the trail. So, I started there at Colonial Creek, hiked to Neve, so that was 2.1 miles. We're gonna go on this 4th of July trail. 4th of July, that's where we're sleeping tonight. Grab the bag, swing it over your shoulder, almost fall. Again, make sure shirt is over your pants, just for comfort. Okay, hip belt first. Tighten it as much as you can. You can't even see. Shoulder straps. Done. Chest strap. Done. Holes. Tiny water bottle. Gonna go in my hip pocket. All right, let's get going. Been climbing for about 15-20 minutes and this is the first nice view. Hopefully we see more of that. I hear a creek in the distance. Let's keep going. Still climbing. Gone up quite a bit. Getting pretty tired, but keeping a slow but steady pace. This trail's a lot steeper than I thought it would be. which I'm kind of happy about because it's a good challenge. Definitely nothing I can't do though. So, yeah, just gonna keep going. I hear a creek way down there. Oh, you can kind of see it. But trail's going this way. We made it to that creek I kept hearing. It's been about 30 or 40 minutes into the hike, and I'm getting pretty tired. I'm gonna drink some water and probably make some electrolytes. I have some watermelon liquid IV. It's pretty gross, but you know, gotta stay hydrated. It's pretty steep, and I don't have very far to go today, so I'm just taking it slow. Backpacking, I always thought had to be like you're doing the craziest hike or through hiking, you have the lightest gear. You can just have fun. That's what I'm learning about life. You can just have fun. That has always been very hard for me. I tend to be a very serious person, and I'm learning that makes me really unhappy. And shit doesn't have to be so serious. You gotta have some whimsy. So, my whimsy comes in the form of a tiny Nalgene full of nasty electrolytes. I really need to learn more plants, but this one is super cool. It has these giant leaves that look similar to maple leaves, but I'm guessing they're not. And I don't know if you can see, but they have little spikies in the petioles and the stems. Look like they're from an alien planet. Got my electrolytes and my stuff. Let's keep going. Checking in, still climbing, feeling a bit more energized since that water break, and it's not as steep anymore, which is nice. I checked the map. I think I've gone about a mile now. My shoe just came untied, so let's tie it together. Watch this. Boom. Boom. There are bears up there. Oh my god. There's a mama up there and cubs. Oh my god. Wow. That's so scary. Oh, she sees me. Yeah, they're chill. Oh, the cub is so small. You can barely see it there. Wow. That was crazy. Just giving them a minute to get far away from the trail. I've never had a bear encounter that close. Wow, that was cool. Just because they were way up there. I'm just gonna quietly pass by. Not looking for any trouble. Do you guys like Slater? Maybe they'll want to hear Crank It! Walking behind me. Yeah, okay. They're up there out of sight. Ugh. Kind of a view. Wow. So pretty. There's some fur. Guessing that's bear fur. Found a good little log in the shade to take a break. I'm gonna eat a quick snack. Where the flick is my spork? Oh no. Oh no, did I lose my spork? Oh. That would suck really bad. Hold on. Well, can't locate my spork. Pretty big blow. Now I have to eat my tuna like this. And I'll probably have to cook dinner with a stick. Took a longer than expected break. Pretty bummed about my spork. Gotta be honest. That thing was awesome. We haven't made it to 4th of July pass yet. We gotta be close. I've just been having a grand old time till I lost my spork. That's gonna bother me if I don't find it. Yeah, I will plan to go look for it on the way down tomorrow, because that campsite wasn't super far off the trail. Hopefully those people who took my site don't freaking steal it. The thing was like $12. Anyway, found some weird fungus. Made it to 4th of July camp. Look at that view. Oh my god. This is so cool. Okay, let's go pick a campsite. I think this is the site I'll put the tent right there. I think what I'll do is leave the bear canister somewhere near-ish, but far away from this site. And then it's a little further to 4th of July Pass. So I think I'll hike there. Look at that. That's insane. Oh, and the sunset's gonna be so awesome. Holy shit. Bear can is placed. Pack is down there. Gonna head up to the pass and see what the views are like there. Yes. I found this weird looking flower. That is weird. I was hiking to 4th of July Pass and I ran into those people with the dogs again and asked them how it was, and they said it's not really an actual pass, it's just kind of a sign. So heading back to the campsite to get set up. Found some more freaky flowers. I don't know what those are either. I'm at my campsite. Got the tent all set up. Got my sleeping stuff set up, and I've just been chilling for a little bit. Getting kind of lonely again. But I think there's a creek near here that I'll probably walk to soon and get some water and clean off a little bit. But yeah, it's really nice. Just listening to the wind. Here at the creek, getting some water, ate a snack. Feeling a little better, just gets kind of boring, which is so ridiculous because My brain is just so used to being bombarded by things and media and news all the time. So I think it's not used to doing nothing. It's very uncomfortable. I think it's good. Part of me wants to hike back to the car and go home tonight. Mountain there. Mountain there. Mountain there. Huge news. I got my sport back. Yep. Went back to my old campsite and the lady was there and she said, you know what? We do have a third spork that we don't know where it came from. And I'm like, oh, that would be mine. In other news, I've decided to leave early. So I've hiked all the way back down from 4th of July. And now I'm back on the Thunder Creek Trail. About 2 more miles to the car. I just got really lonely and in my head up there, and I don't know, just, yeah, wasn't having a good time anymore, so decided to bail. Still super proud of myself for doing the one night and for going this, like, hiking this much today. Thanks for watching this. Probably the only people watching this are people I know. So, thanks and love you. Yeah, still super proud of myself. And I know I should be. So, anyway, bye.